Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to year 2025. That's the first stream of this year from me, so welcome back in that brand new year. And welcome back to Train Driver, chat. It's been... I can't even remember how long, to be honest. I'm fairly sure I streamed Train Driver at least once in 2024, so I can't say it's been a year, but it's been a very, very long time since the last time I paid Train Driver 2 a visit. Jimmy, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Welcome, welcome. Right, chat. So, the reason why I decided to stream Train Driver 2 is a brand new update that was released just day before Christmas Eve, okay? And obviously, because it was festive season, Christmas time, and all that stuff, it's really hard to check out on new things and like just properly sit down and look through everything that shows up. And apparently all the developers wants to release their stuff close to Christmas, yeah, as a Christmas present to everyone. Yeah, here's a new patch. But that is creating a lot of backlogs, yes. Anyway, here is Train Driver, okay, a hidden gem that many people will miss because its advertisement is very little, if any. Basically, it's only word of mouth. Anything that you can find on YouTube, which is not so well advertised because Google tends to try and hide this product as deep as possible. I've been trying to make YouTube to add category for Train Driver for ages now, and their support doesn't seem to listen unless they have massive scandal around it, in which case they still don't listen, but they pretend that they do. Twitch is slightly different. I managed to add Train Driver category years ago, which basically just requires the game to be added into a games database somewhere, and you just need to write short review of the game, and there it is. That's why we have category of Train Driver here on Twitch. Furman Sak, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Excited for trains? Yes, you will see some. I'm not sure how many, because Train Driver 2 is multiplayer, well, basically multiplayer only. There is a single player section in the game, but it's mostly for you to test things, learn how to drive specific locomotive. There is no AI traffic, no real scenarios. There are some pre-made scenarios. I'm not sure if they still work because nobody pretty much looked into them for ages. There is a tiny editor that barely works, and if you can crack it and find out how scenario editor works in the game, then good luck to you. So yeah, I wouldn't rely on single player. But in terms of multiplayer, this was long before Simrail, okay? So if anyone thinks that Simrail is one of the first games that will have multiplayer in train game, nope. Train Driver was way before that. And I'm fairly sure that there must have been a game slightly before Train Driver, but, you know, I haven't found it yet. So far, Train Driver is the oldest game that I know that has working multiplayer, okay? Is it the best? Not really, but it's free. Which definitely makes it much more competitive thanks to that. And it has a lot of stuff, okay? There is a lot of stuff, and obviously there is editor, which makes it possible for creators to make maps. However, they need to be approved by staff, so they need to maps that are being made and created by users or even developers, because it's pretty much the same editor. they have to be approved, checked before they are released and available in multiplayer. So unfortunately you won't find international stations and stuff like that, because everything needs to fit certain rule set and stuff like that, and you won't find any foreign locomotives and stuff. Everything that is in the game is something that was driven on Polish railways, okay? Because the game comes from Poland, so obviously you can expect Polish stuff to be here. So that is probably the only downside of the game. If you are looking for some American, French or German trains, well, here's a little bit of disappointment. You won't find them. Pretty much the only foreign locomotive that actually appeared in the game as a foreign locomotive so far is Russian M62. Because it was recently added as a ST44. Which was official Polish equivalent of M62 on Polish railways. But since Poland used to be in Soviet bloc for quite a while, M62 was also present on Polish rails for a while. So that's why you will find some Russian locomotives in here. And that is the new addition from December 2024. Right. Anyway, chat, enough of me talking. If you want to find out more about the game, check out my YouTube channel. There are some old videos that I made back when I started doing my YouTube adventure. And a lot of that adventure circulated around Train Driver. So you can see me driving different types of trains and talking about the game a bit deeper than I will cover it today. Right, anyway, let's jump into full screen window, which will make it easier. The game is not easy for new starters, and that's pretty much the new main menu. We will be heading to multiplayer, obviously, and you got two modes. You can become a traffic dispatcher. Similar to Simrail, you need to host your own station, because then you become a server and people just connect to your station as they go along the route or begin journey, because they can also start or finish their journey on your station, and that's how it goes. Anyway, we will be jumping into driver mode, because what I want to show you is ST44. So I created a small consist. You can freely adjust your consist. However, there is a huge change to the game. In the past, it was possible to create a consist where you have to start the locomotive. And it was called cold start, and you still had your carriages behind you. You just had to like reverse towards them and connect the train and make sure that everything is fine and dandy before you set off. That has changed in 2024, somewhere in the middle. That possibility has been removed. So if you want to do a cold start, you start without carriages, and you need to work with traffic dispatchers to eventually spawn some cars on one of the sidings, perform some maneuvers, pick them up, then obtain train parameters, figure out what is the maximum speed, and then create your analysis as you go. Or you can make pre-made train, but when you spawn, everything is already started and it's up and running, okay? So there are good and bad things about that. It takes out some fun out of the game, but it makes it easier for development team to actually develop something and avoid unnecessary bugs, which could be present when you do cold start and then you also spawn with God knows how long train behind you. So definitely that is making things easier. So today I probably won't show you how to start ST44 because it wouldn't make sense. But yes, the locomotive has a cold start feature, and it is simplified version, but it is, and it's fun. It's fun. You can basically start the engine. It takes a while because I think the engine has like a oil pump that needs to work for about a minute before the engine can actually start. So it is long procedure, but in terms of like operations that you as a driver need to do, it's very short. Anyway, I am now looking for some interesting station. I always liked Orniki. There's also Tarkowice, Żory. O, Żory just... There's Sucha Beskidzka. Okay, we are getting more stations. So basically when you want to join, you need to join specific track on specific station. The gray ones are available. The red ones are not. Ideally, there is also naming convention. So since I am using freight train, which is TOW, I'm looking for TOW spawns. So there are a few on Stare Lipovo. There's one at Łęka. There is one at Orniki. All spawns, which refers to every single class of train, also applies, and then we can use that as long as our train can fit. POSP, which is fast passenger train, that's not something that we should be using. Ooh, Jimmy Chain. Thank you very much for Pink Tash. Yes, that is a classy one. Right, anyway, chat. Let's jump to... Actually... right. Let's jump to Orniki. There is a reason why I would like to go to Orniki. It's because this station has connection to electrified tracks and non-electrified tracks. Okay, so here we are in the cabin of SD44. Right. In most cases, you will be communicating with dispatchers using chat that is in top left corner. And you will see a lot of Polish text because many of the dispatchers will speak Polish. Right, let me just check. Time offset is set incorrectly. Let me just check. No. Settings. Let me check if I can do time offset here. Probably not. Okay. Okay, how do I set time offset? That's a good question. Hang on. I will jump to main menu. Hang on, chat. The reason why I'm setting time offset is because I want my time to be synchronized with Polish time. And I know you can do that. So, let's try this again. Have I actually changed the time offset correctly? It is now 2 hours. So, it should be 11:09 in Poland. Time scale is 1, lamp light. Okay, perfect. Huh, that's an interesting problem. Hang on. Let me just... Oh, I see. I now know what's going on. Hang on. Let's do that. Was time offset 1. It should be 1. But I think I need to restart the game before making those changes. So give me a second, chat. My apologies for that. There we go. Let's do this correctly, okay? It's been a while since I played the game. Okay, the game is loading. Now it actually switched the language. Come on, come on, come on. And it takes ages to download data from server. Basically, the game is trying to synchronize your game pack with whatever server expects you to have. And that includes sceneries that are pre-installed and stuff. It helps with the loading. But because of that, it takes ages to start the game sometimes. But let's hope that it will work as intended now. And let's hope that I will have correct time in the game. Because running my timetable on the wrong time is not good. You don't want that. Oh my days, this is... Oh, there we go. Right, let's try that again. So, driver mode. We will jump into another station. Okay, we can hop into Aleksandrów Kujawski. It doesn't really matter. Let's see if our time will be correctly displayed. It is not. Ah. Okay. Okay. There is another fix for that, and I will apply it just now. Might sound rude, but I need to disconnect. Now I will do there we go. Oh, wrong button. No. I forgot to turn off the launcher. Oh my days. I am brilliant, chat. I am sometimes brilliant. Hang on. Let me just turn this off. There we go. Right. I will use the oldest method to synchronize my time with Poland. Which is basically setting your system time to correct time zone. For the time when you actually play the game. And in this case, my displayed time and timetable time will be matching. That's probably one of the issues with the game. It doesn't actually adjust your time zone to the correct time zone in the game. Which is a bit problematic, and then when you get timetable that is issued in Polish time zone, which usually happens, you end up receiving timetable that is offset by time difference between whatever time zone you live and Poland. So in my case, that would be 1 hour difference, and we don't want that. We want to run on time. We want to make sure that we know what we are doing. So that's one of the downsides of running different time zone. Anyway, it will work now. It will work now. So my apologies for delays. In fact, while the game loads, I will take a very, very quick break. And I'll be right back with you. And then we can start. There we go, chat. We may now begin. Oh, okay. We may begin. The problem is Twitch is about to serve you some ads. So some of you might actually not be ready to begin. Oh my days. Perfect timing, Twitch. I love your timing, Twitch. Oh, honestly, I should have paid more attention to that. Anyway, let's get back to last time we tried. What was it? Kovalevo? I think it was Kovalevo. Yeah, let's do Kovalevo. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Oh my days, that's unusual. We got some reflections on the glass. We got some reflections on the glass. Right. First things first, chat. Let's set up our view. I always like to sit a little bit further. Okay, and that is this one. Let's see. There we go. Let's do that. We got about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. There we go. Right, so that's how the game starts. When you connect to the server, you need to provide the analysis of your consist. And many dispatchers will literally just ask you for it. Let's turn on the headlights. Yes, there are AIs dancing on the platform. Instrument lights. And there should be a top light. Is it? Oh, there we go. Top headlights. Okay. That's instrument lights. Perfect. We got our camera set up. No, okay, that doesn't really help much. There we go. You can actually get out of the locomotive and check things. Make sure to not walk on the tracks. Oh my days, this is bright. Chat, this is bright. And I mean it. Oh my days, hang on. Settings. We can actually adjust our graphics a little bit. And this is set to autumn. I think last time we used movie. And bloom intensity is way up. There we go. This is a little bit better. Ah, there we go. This is screenshot, and this is... That's the screenshot. Perfect, perfect, chat. I still remember how to take screenshots. We obviously have our consist, so it's a mixed freight consist for today. We got some steel, we got some boxcars. I believe we also got cars, because that is one of the new cargoes added to the game. There we go. We got some military cars. Okay, military trucks. We also got some fuel. Yeah, it's basically like a consist that you would probably see for some military purposes. For example, supplies and stuff. So you got obviously cars and trucks, and whatever is in the cars is a top secret. I'm not sure about steel. Steel probably wouldn't be needed. Just in case, there is also some steel rolls. So that's how things look like. Okay, we got our timetable, chat. We got our timetable. Oh, there we go. This is bad. This is bad. We need to... there we go. There we go. Now we can reset the camera so that we can see all the dials and stuff. There we go. We are now ready to go, chat. Okay. The speed limit for our train is 60 kilometers per hour. We can't go any faster than that, regardless of any other speed limit. Current speed limit is 40, according to semaphore signal. I'm not quite sure how to turn on the wipers, but that doesn't really matter. We got dynamic weather in the game, so it will change from scenery to scenery. There we go. We can actually expand the timetable. It is quite long one. I'm not sure why timetable speed limit is set to 100. It should never reach more than 60 because of the mass of my cargo. So that is inaccurate. But we know it's 60, so we won't go quicker than that. This is ST44. It's a diesel locomotive, originally M62, made by USSR, or made in USSR. In Poland, it was classified as a diesel freight locomotive with maximum speed limit of 100. And it's also based on the weight and other train parameters. And that's pretty much it. That's all I can say about this particular engine. I haven't done any research to tell you any historical background. It was used for quite a while in Poland, until electrification of the main lines and stuff. And even after that, in my childhood, I remember seeing those locomotives quite frequently. Some of them, I wouldn't be surprised if they are still used to this day. Because they are very, very useful, especially in places where there is no catenary. You can't squeeze in with any electric locomotive, you need to use that. And it's good enough. It's a perfect addition to the game, chat. Mostly because it now enables all routes that were previously not electrified to actually be electrified. Right, speed limit is going to go down to 50. So we need to remember that. It's really nice to come back to Train Driver. As you can see, graphic... Well, in terms of graphics, Train Driver 2 is not the best game. Definitely Unity aged pretty much, and on top of that you can see that it's not set on the newest Unity, so the graphics doesn't look as modern as it does in Simrail, for example. There we go. I believe that was the 50. I'm fairly sure that was 50. There we go. Next scenery is loading, and this is 353 meters. Okay, so that is very short train. Right. One of the downsides of this particular locomotive is the fact that alerter doesn't have any light indicators. So it's only this this sound that will hunt us every now and then. That indicates that we need to react to the alerter. And that might be a bit problematic. Right. I'm fairly sure that the next scenery won't load before we reach the end of this one. There we go. That black void essentially means that we will enter loading screen. There we go. Yes. It happens. It will happen every single time scenery fails to load on time. If you are passing through the scenery for the second time during the same gameplay, is there a way to avoid it? Unfortunately not, as far as I know. It's been a problem with the game for quite a while. Normally the scenery should load as you go, but for some reason the game doesn't pull the scenery out of your hard drive, and it only loads it at the very last moment. But it eventually loads correctly when you are passing through the same scenery twice. So since I started the game and I've already been to Kowalewo, I am now passing through Krzemienice. These two sceneries will load correctly ahead of the train as I go from now on. But any new scenery that I haven't visited yet during this particular gameplay will require a black screen to load. Father folks, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you will have a great time today. Right, we got a green light. That is perfect. But then this is followed by blinking light, and that is not perfect. I am also speeding. There we go. We are probably switching tracks here. Yes, I have to admit that when it comes to noise isolation, any engine that is represented in this game is not the best at it. It is generally very loud inside, and that is something that drivers need to put up with. And there's no work around it. So yes, diesel engines especially, they are not built for driver's comfort. They are built for purpose, and the purpose is to transport heavy cargo. Driver's comfort is a secondary requirement, and it's basically not a requirement, especially at those times when these engines were introduced. Oops, wrong button. There we go. In fact, let's give a thumbs up to the dispatcher. I completely forgot about this element of the game, to be honest. There we go. Track speed limit 80. You can slowly begin to speed up. Oh, there we go. There is some lower speed limit. I probably... Oh, please tell me it wasn't something terrible. Okay, track speed limit is now 60. And the bridge was probably limited to like 50. Okay, it's back to 80. That doesn't really matter to us, because maximum speed limit for this particular consist is 60. But I don't carry passenger cars. Oh, you don't want it to go loose, I can guarantee you that. And we are approaching new scenery. There we go. There we go. I have to admit that new graphics is quite amazing in this game. It used to be much worse. But right now it is much better than it used to be. Okay, we got some green lights. That is perfect. Now we need to slow down to 40. It's hard to say. I kind of like trains since my young age, because we used to travel in those trains across Poland with my family. So it used to be very popular to catch, let's say, a nighttime train from one end of Poland to another. So, you know, I spent quite a lot of time looking through train's window, and I always liked this. I found it very relaxing to sit down in one of the carriages and listen to that sounds that the train will make when it goes over like junctions and stuff like that. It was very soothing and very rhythmic. You can literally hear it right now when carriages go over like connections between the tracks, especially old tracks that were not welded. You could basically hear that rhythmic clacking for like 6 or 8 hours, and that was really relaxing. I found it really relaxing, and I really liked it. And probably that's the reason why I always enjoyed trains. Go. Okay, let's give him a thumbs up. Okay, we can now get back to 60. Okay, so we just went past Wenka without any stopping. There is also planned stop at Stolnica Wielka, which is our next scenery. Is it? No, that is essentially not our next scenery. But again, it was just like a few minutes, so we will probably skip that stop. And according to the timetable, there are no planned technical stops. Yeah, well, passenger trains in the US work completely different from Europe, to be honest. And first of all, they usually get lower priority. And then freight trains, and on top of that they move at much lower speeds, and that's because maintenance of the train line is on train companies, I think, or well, if I remember correctly. So it's not like a national thing to do it from your taxes. It usually comes from the pocket of train companies. So if they don't see the need to actually maintain their track well, for example, because it's a freight train company and they just move at slightly slower speeds and they still rack up money, they won't do anything about it. And if Amtrak tries to rent those tracks, they just need to obey lower speed limits, and that's it. So unless it's a specifically track built for a high-speed rail, probably you won't see high-speed rail. Oh, there we go. We got another ad brake. We are currently approaching Stolnica Wielka, and we will be passing without stopping according to indication on this semaphore. Perfect. I wonder if we will see more sceneries that doesn't require catenary or don't have catenary. The problem with those is that they used to be very unpopular in the past until ST44 was released, so I'm hoping that now the popularity and obviously everything else on these sceneries improved. I look forward to see that because those are really fun sceneries, and usually they are made really well, but because of lack of catenary, not all of the trains can go there. So I'm interested to see whether there is more and more players who actually use this kind of sceneries. Because in the past, it was usually a scenery that player would launch as their second or third scenery if they want to dispatch on multiple stations. It was rarely a primary choice for someone, because there used to be like only one or two engines that could go there from the full selection. So not all of the players were using those, and it was much harder to get any traffic on your signaling post. It was dead quiet for hours, and you may have 1 or 2 trains per hour. And so I'm hoping that this will now change with the introduction of ST44, and later on with the introduction of SU45, which I'm really looking forward to. We should probably start seeing some proper high-speed passenger trains. Well, high speed. Those trains could reach over 100 kilometers per hour in a passenger service with a light load. So when you had like 2 or 3 carriages, you could potentially go at some sort of normal speed. I wouldn't go for a very long journey with that, but definitely SU45 could reach higher speeds. ST44, well, this thing is limited to 100 kilometers per hour at all, and I believe any train up to 500 tons can be pulled at that speed. So technically passenger service with ST44 is possible at the speed limit of 100, which isn't too bad. It's actually pretty alright speed for most of the routes, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's reset the camera. There we go. Anyway, chat, you can feel that this locomotive is struggling, at least on this scenery. We are going uphill for pretty much entire duration of our visit here. We are now leaving towards Kleszczów and Zaborów. So we'll see how well that goes. Maybe we will have to stop for a few minutes, or maybe not. Oh, never mind. I said hi and I wasn't connected to any server. I am brilliant. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we will be waiting. That sounds good to me, because I need to take a very, very short break. Okay, I stopped a little bit too soon. I'll just get closer to the signal. Come on. Which of the locomotives that used to run for PKP I like the most? My all-time favorite is EU07 and the whole family of those locomotives. Those used to be the most popular engines that run on Polish railways. There we go. We got green signal now, so we can actually go. Okay, so we don't really get any time to take a break. I really need to get the feel of only S2. I really need to get the feel of brakes in this locomotive, because I managed to stop a little bit too soon. I could see the signal, but it was very far away, and normally you want to stop closer to the TU7. No, it wasn't TU7. It's EU Echo Unity 07. That was quite large family of electric locomotives. Let's double check if I actually, yeah, I gave him a thumbs up. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, what's that? Is that green light? Oh, the crossing is closed. Oh no. Right. Because that level crossing up ahead is indicating a problem, I will have to slow down. So, according to traffic rules, if level crossing is indicating a problem, and that crossing is just right up ahead, I can already see it in the distance, I will need to slow down to 20 kilometers per hour and proceed with caution. I can only speed up to regular speed limit. There we go. I just been informed by dispatcher that he is aware of that issue. There we go. That's the level crossing. Cool. Okay, that is new, chat. That is new. Looks like the game crashed on me. That is something that I would never expect. Yeah, the game literally just crashed. Okay. Let's see if the game... No. We will have to close the program. Chat. That has never happened to me. Right. I will try to recover this timetable. The question is, am I going to be able to? So I will take a very quick micro break before I restart the game. And then we'll see if I can try and get the timetable back. So I'll be right back with you, chat, while the game loads. Right, chat. I'm back. Let's see if I can reconnect to the server. And if that is not possible... Nah, I'm sure it will be possible. There we go. Right, let's get back to driver mode. I'm gonna be using the same train. Now, last time we've been to LCS Kleshów. I'm gonna try and ask this dispatcher whether he is able to restore my timetable and get me back on the route. Ah. Right, so apparently, yeah, dispatcher actually asked me whether I want to restart my old timetable, which is very, very good. Let's quickly turn on the lights. That's instrument lights, top headlight, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Well, it happens, chat. It happens. That's one of the issues with the game that people may have eventually. Although it is the first time ever that it happened to me. I'm not going to lie to you, chat. It has never really happened to me. So, it is a bit unfortunate. Okay. Jump off for a minute. Just to grab another screenshot. Was it F9, is it? There we go, F9 to turn off this. That was F8 to get a screenshot. Nicely. Hang on. That is not supposed to be displayed. That's interesting. Steering here, spit hints. There we go. Right, chat, so now we are a bit stuck. Also, the game seemed to have given me a different weather. So now it's nice, bright and sunny. Right, chat. It appears that I will have to do some maneuvers. So let's do this. There we go. We need left headlight. Okay. Right. I need to hop off. And what do I need to do? Ah, hang on. First things first. Let's make sure that I apply brakes. There's a train there. Right, let's see if that is going to actually work. I don't hear the sound, which is a bit disturbing. That should not happen. Carbon-based life, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a great time today. Right, for some reason this thing doesn't want to decouple. I don't want to decouple those cars. I want to decouple. Pressure and brake cylinder, yes. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to decouple. Because normally when I press left mouse button, it should disconnect the couplers between the locomotive and rest of the train. Okay, there is a manual brake. Hang on. Let's have a look. There we go, chat. I don't know why it wasn't working, but now it is. Also, let me just make sure if this is now... There we go. Okay, so we will have some delay. But it is what it is. Right, we need to pass TM25, which is right in front of us. It's not far. Then we have to stop, change the cabin. Okay, I think that was the signal. That should be enough. Okay, so now we need to change the headlights. Okay, cabin is now changed. We can do that. We can now switch to cabin A. Now control, fuel pump. And we need to start this bad boy. And that's the thing about starting this locomotive. If you change the cabin, you need to restart the engine. And it takes a minute. Come on. Start the engine. Oh, this thing takes ages. Come on, it should be starting now. Fuel pump is on, control is on. There we go, chat. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we got left headlight. We need to put right headlights. Yeah, that's one of the things about changing the cabin in this locomotive. Oh, hang on. It takes a while. EU07 is much quicker to change the cabin and maneuver. There we go. Perfectly executed maneuvers. Well, almost. Okay. Now we need to turn this headlight. Right, let's change the cabin. Okay, coupling speed is 3 kilometers per hour, which seems to be correct. So essentially we will have to pull close to our consist, stop, and then finish off the maneuver. And after we finish with that, we need to get everything set up as it should be. There you go, Percival. That was for you. Thank you for the headbutts. Okay, we are getting there, chat. Percival, unfortunately, no. In this particular game, you won't find any British railways. There we go, we are moving very, very slow. Okay. That was a bit of a kadunk. but we got there. Okay, let's jump off. Let's make sure that... Oh, I bounced off. Are you joking me now? I did bounce off. Ah! Just tiny bit. Right. We'll do it from the other cabin. So, the way we do it... We can do that. We can quickly turn control on fuel pump. There we go. Let's restart it. Oh, that was my mistake. A huge mistake. Because now I need to wait for the engine to start. Come on, start, you old fart. Oh my days. There we go. There we go. Right. I will set the reverser to reverse. Brakes off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, nobody noticed. Now we should be able to couple. And it is coupling. They actually added the animation. That is something new. But the cables. Ah, cables are connected separately. Okay. And the yellow one is for multiple units. Hang on, let me just fix it for you. There we go. Okay. Right. Right headlights. Top headlights. Instrument lights are on. Headlights are on. Okay, instruments lights are on. Perfect. Okay, so it's... Okay. Chat, we made it. We made it. We eventually started this locomotive quite successfully. Now we need to observe this signal. So yeah, we definitely got some delay. That's all we can do. Oh, I think it changed. It did. Okay. Ooh, Lonely Ginny, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you'll have a great time today. Right, chat. We are back on track. Oh, you shaved my tash. Oh, how could you? Why? Yes, chat, we are moving again, and hopefully this time we will be able to finish the route. We got 1, 2, 3 more sceneries to go through, and hopefully this time the game won't crash. Hopefully, at least. I'm having pretty alright day so far. And I actually managed to get up early enough to do some streaming. You want to make me Markiplier, but I don't sit down and shout at games and stuff. Is it? Was that? Oh no, that wasn't Markiplier, was it? Or maybe that was him as well. I can't remember this guy, to be honest. Like, I know he is quite popular on YouTube especially. But I don't really follow this guy. I'll be honest with you. It's like, wow. I haven't watched any of his content for many years now, so I don't know what he's up to now. I know he used to be funny. Anyway, we are back on track, chat. This is a massive success. Right, let's observe distance posts. Because we are looking at he mentioned that 159320. Okay, 159. So that's the junction we were going through. we go. Also, a dispatcher who issued my timetable issued it incorrectly. And because he put the wrong speed limit for my locomotive, it is now going to cause some problems. Because on that route, technically my train is not supposed to move on that route because it's just too heavy and too slow. Because I'm limited to 60 kilometers per hour according to my weight and train parameters. And I should not be allowed on this particular route. Oh dear Lord. Right, chat. A second try to go through this railway crossing. Not this one, the next one. The one after the forest. Because that one had a malfunction. We got 2 more kilometers. Right. Okay, we will just slow down and inspect things visually. Yeah, that went surprisingly smooth. There we go, chat. We are now passing through Kleszczów. Right, chat. Now, here's the question. I got about an hour. Can I actually finish this scenario? Well, scenario. Can I actually finish this route? That's a good question. How close we will be cutting this scenario? That's the good question, because we still got Byki, which are these two stations, Gołędów, Tomaszów Mazowiecki, and when I get to Tarkowice, that's when I can finish. So we'll see, chat, we'll see. I got about an hour. Technically, my timetable should last for another 30 minutes. But the timetable was calculated for higher speeds than my train can actually reach. Because dispatcher at Kovalevo made a mistake. So we'll see how well that goes. Well, this is gonna be a very, very long one. Well, that's not the most exciting route, because since it's designed as a high-speed route in the game and in real life, it's not intended to be traveled on at 60 kilometers per hour to begin with. But on top of that, this is going to be rather long scenery. Well, we made it through, I guess. I think the end of the scenery should be near. There we go. We are now loading the next scenery. And that's gonna be Vicky. Right, let's see. Okay, railway crossing is working as it should. That's a good sign. There's gonna be a single track section on this scenery, which may delay us a bit. We'll see if that's the case. Well, we are technically almost an hour late, but well, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, we will need to slow down. Okay. Just as predicted, speed limit is 40 at this signal. So it's a good job that we slowed down below that. Okay, speed limit is about to go down to 60. Right, chat, we will have to wait a bit for Tomaszów to be able to take us. Okay, chat. Let's hope that we will be able to finish it. we got pretty good progress so far. We just went through Byki Południe. We are heading to Gondów. And that's where we will see whether we can actually continue to Tomaszów. We might have to wait a few minutes. And depending on length of that wait, we might be able to continue, or we might have to ask dispatcher to delete the timetable because we will have to finish early. Which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, chat, those things happen. I have very limited time, and there's nothing I can do. But there's always next time. Who knows when I will be streaming Train Driver again, but I will try to schedule it as soon as possible. Maybe next time I will try and do some dispatching session. I just need to review the settings in my OBS, whether things are working as they should. Because it's been a while since I looked into that. But I would like to take over one of the signal posts, especially one that doesn't have catenary or features routes that doesn't have catenary. In which case we will be able to see some diesel train action. We'll see how well that goes. And just as expected, we got orange light, is it? No, it's orange. It looks like orange. So we will have to stop and wait. Yeah, we will be stopping at Gondów. There's nothing we can do. went a bit too far with my brakes. Oh. Looks like I got exit. Oh, and we are also going on the left track. Right, that was left headlight. That needs to be replaced with... Yeah, we are going on the left track. I just need to find... How do I turn on marker lights? I completely forgot about it. Instrument lights. Ah! There we go. Right, chat, it looks like we might be able to finish that route, but it's gonna be a very, very close one. Because right after we stop, I will have to bail out. So this is gonna be interesting. Now, chat, question is, am I going to be able to finish this route? We are very close, but but I also got about 30 minutes to leave for work. So it's gonna be a very, very, very close one. Technically, there were supposed to be about 15 minutes between Gonduf and the last post on my train table. So if Tomaszów will be able to send us out quickly and without any delays, I should be able to make it. Okay. Chat, let's see if we can make it. One scenery to go. It's only one. It wasn't particularly big timetable. It was supposed to be an hour long. And yet it took us 2 hours and 45 minutes. Oh, okay, it's the same dispatcher. So there is a huge chance that we will make it. Next speed limit 80. But it appears we will have a 40 km/h limit at the signal, is it? Oh no, it's gonna be 100. Okay. Okay. That was 100. Which is nice. Now we will have to wait. There we go, chat. Right. So since I have to wait, I'll be right back. Right, chat. I am really debating to actually finish it here. We are exactly 60 minutes late. Oh, never mind. We got a signal, so we will finish where we should. Let's do this. Let's do this. I was actually debating whether I should cut it short, but since we got exit signal, we can do this. Oh, someone was playing with the brakes. That's not nice. Chat, we can do it. Okay? I got... Oh, that was interesting. I got only a few minutes to finish the stream, but I'm sure we can do it. We can get to Tarkowice. Yeah. There we go. I need to review where is my shortcut button to say see you. I definitely have one. But I can't remember which button was it. Well, at least I know that F3 is hello. Right. I just need to get to the stop signal and then I will be able to leave. So chat, we will not be finishing before we get to the end. It is a massive success. Nice. So the weather is actually changing dynamically. Oh, okay. You can let it coast. The next signal will be 40 or 60 km/h limit, so there's no need to go above 40. Okay, speed limit is increased to 50. But there was a missing sign. Because if that semaphore was on the left side, there should be a sign pointing at this semaphore. And it was not present. There we go. We are almost there, chat. Almost there. Okay, chat. We made it. We officially made it. Hang on. I think there is a button. Oh, hang on. Those are dimmers. And there should be... dimmers for the top headlight. Okay, they are a bit dimmer. Yes. Right. Let's stand here, maybe. Okay. That will do. We got a nice screenshot. Might in fact get this kind of screenshot. That's probably a slightly better shot. There we go. Lovely. 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 Let's... hang on, what I need to do. Right, let's jump back into the cabin so I can give... so I can do that. And now we can just... we can just disconnect. And now we can wrap things up. Alright, chat. Yes, so that was my comeback to Train Driver 2. Our first trip in ST44. It was semi-successful run. Mostly because the game decided to crash, which is not something that I would like to see. But it is what it is. I will eventually investigate what might have been cause of this problem. Whether it was a one-off issue, or if there is something cooking and maybe there are a few things that I could change or do to prevent that in the future. It might be one of the graphic settings or something that could have caused the game to crash. It never happened before, so it might take a while before I resolve that, but let's hope for the best. So, chat. Yes, that was the first trip. I will try to get some time as a dispatcher and find some nice, cozy mechanical signal box that we can work on. I'm sure there are quite a few that I could give a try. And I love those. I literally love those signal boxes. So we will definitely check that out and play with them in the future. Until then, well, you know where to find me. All my socials are linked below the player here on Twitch. And if you are watching this content on YouTube, and it will eventually appear there, and then you can find everything in video's description. If you want to get Train Driver for yourself, it will be linked under the player on YouTube in video's description. There is a tutorial video that I made long time ago about how to install the game and how to get into the game. It might be slightly inaccurate on its first part, but basically you just need to register on the game's forum, download the launcher, install the game, and after your account is activated, which is, well, it used to be done manually by administration, and it usually takes about a day. Whenever you can log on to your account on the forums, you will be able to log into your account in the game, and that's when you can start playing. I strongly advise anyone to read through Wiki before getting into multiplayer. Eventually ask a trainer who can be found through the forum to get some training and tutorial, because the game doesn't have any built-in tutorials. So you can smoothly begin your journey as a driver and later on maybe as a dispatcher. Right, chat. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.